Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Mountain View Wrestling. Kenny Decker joining us right now. Well, Kenny, you guys have a great event coming up as far as getting some guys together and getting in a wrestling clinic, and you guys have some big names coming up this coming Saturday, August 8th.
Yeah, we got Scott Moore, head coach from Lock Haven University, coming up, and two-time national champion Quentin Wright from Penn State. I met these guys last October at the officials convention, not the officials convention, the coaches convention down in Hershey. And Walt Fisk from Wyalusing gave me Quinn's contact information, and we talked. And something I wanted to do with, especially with my guys, since we're just a new program coming back from 3-4 years of not having a program. And it's just something I want to do for our kids and the community, and especially in the county where wrestling's not that big up here. And featuring these guys and getting some kids from around the area, I think it's going to be a real pleasure, and it's going to be real fun this weekend.
Well, Kenny, it sounds like an exciting time to get big-time names, and you can always learn something from somebody, whether you're a high school coach, a college coach, a guy like Quentin Wright. I'm sure you can learn some things from.
Oh, there's no question about that. He was the first clinician when I went down to the convention, and just his skill level, from what I saw, is just so smooth. The way he does underhooks, the way he teaches to the coaches and not only to the kids. And when my dad and I watched the national championship match 2 years ago when he beat the guy from Kent State, we didn't think he was going to beat him because this guy was huge. He was just huge. And Quinn just basically, tore him apart with these moves, like the underhooks, the double legs, single legs, and he is just so smooth on his feet and so good on the bottom all around that I wanted to get him and get him up to Mountain View and teach my guys, and not only and other kids, how he does his work.
Kenny, you talk about the age ranges that kids could come out and get involved with this clinic this Saturday at Mountain View High School. Tell us about the age ranges.
We decided to go from grade 6 through senior year. We didn't want to do a little bit below because we wanted to get the guys who want to be serious when coming up to the high school level. So we decided to just keep it at 6 through 12.
So any kid in 6th through 12th grade coming into 2015-16 that wants to head this clinic, what's some more information? Where could they find out more information or contact you if they want to show up?
Well, they can contact me on my cell phone, my email. We had something on the Wyoming Valley Conference website, wvcd2.org or .com, I believe. There's a flyer on there. And if they want to come up to Mountain View, just we're allowing walk-ins. So all you got to do is just fill out a waiver form, and away you go.
Starts at 9 o'clock. How long will this clinic go for?
Well, registration is from 7 to 8:30. It starts at 9. We're going to go 2 sessions. We're going to go 9 o'clock to 11:30. That'll be the first session. Then we'll have lunch from 11:30 to 1, and then 1 o'clock to 3:30, and then we're going to have a Q&A from 3:30 to 4 with Quentin and Scott Moore.
How about Scott Moore? Tell us about what he brings. Of course, Lock Haven now. And what do you know about him?
Well, from what I know, he's really he motivates. From what I understand, he's only been there for like 2 years, and their program's starting to really come back. He's got some young guys, especially young staff, that just they motivate their kids, and just give them a couple years. I think they're going to be, pretty good. Basically, I've just been taking my kids down to camp and down to Lock Haven to see what kind of skill levels we can get from them, and it's been a real success.
Well, Kenny, you're one of those wrestling junkies that most of the coaches are, and they love promoting it at any time they could. They're going to their big wrestling meets. They're watching on TV. They're heading out to nationals, different things like that, and that's what it's all about. So it's great that you're trying to help out people here in northeastern Pennsylvania, some young kids. They want to get better. Hey, Quentin Wright's going to get them better, and of course the new coach Scott Moore at Lock Haven the last couple of years will as well, and you'll have some other guys up there at Mountain View that'll be helping through this whole clinic. Want to thank you for giving us the information and trying to help young men here in northeastern Pennsylvania. All right.
All right, thank you, Scott. Thank you, John. I appreciate it.
Kenny Decker, the head coach at Mountain View High School Wrestling. Again, it's August 8th, a wrestling clinic with Quentin, Wright, and Scott Moore here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.